I know. Hold on. Can y'all see the YouTube? Because I don't know if it's gonna go. Okay. I don't know who's gonna come on. I don't know who's gonna be able to see it because it's just not coordinating well in terms of the look. But I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna get through this regardless. So, hey everyone, this is Tracy. How are you today? We're asking a question about COVID and will they survive after once we go back to, I don't know how to put this. We're never going to go back to normal. So whenever we venture back out into the world, will McDonald's survive? That's what we're going to check. And this is the tarot class. All right, who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Don't be afraid. Not everybody's shutting down. Don't shut down. Who wants to go first? Okay, don't worry about the people. Give me an answer. Who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go first.
Go for it.
But I need a lot of help. Okay, so
No, you don't.
I got the magician crossing, or the King of Cups crossing. And then in the third position, I have the Queen of Swords. The fourth position is the Three of Cups. The fifth position is the Empress. The sixth position, I have Karma. In the seventh position, I have Seven of Cups. Eight, I have Temperance. Nine, I have Nine of Swords. And then four, I have Four of Swords.
Based upon what you're looking at, what do you believe based upon what you're looking at?
So, what I'm looking at, it looks like they are going to struggle, but they're going to come up with some new ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and it may take them a while to come up with it. Like, they may suffer. They're going to definitely go through some hard times with this Nine of Swords, but
Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid. You're hitting the mark. Once you gave it to me, and then you started speaking, I was in full agreement. So at this stage of the game, you are hitting the mark.
so their final outcome is the Four of Swords,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't say it's over per se, but it does say they'll have to spend some time in recovery. Like, they'll have to definitely recover from the loss.
Mm-hmm. So based upon what we know now, today, right? Doesn't that make sense though?
Mm-hmm.
Based upon what is everybody doing? Like trying to cook at home. Okay, who else?
Hi, this is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie, go for it.
What I got is that they're playing for a vehicle right now because
Mm-hmm.
COVID really hit them hard, market
Mhm.
themselves.
Mhm.
And I feel like because I do have the Wheel of Fortune in my true position and my outcome as to a cut, I think they'll be able to what would be the word? They'll be able to come back into our home because my ninth position is four of wands
Mhm.
and my eighth position is two of wands. I
Mhm.
feel like they'll be able to find a way back into our hearts in the sense of um like Ronald McDonald. I keep getting that picture. Like Ronald McDonald, how you know, the kids and stuff, it's kinda like we kinda got it from McDonald's because it was very
Mhm.
what's the word? Uh I guess I guess like go with your kids, the happy meal, Ronald McDonald type of fun loving thing.
Mhm.
I think they're trying to find a way back to us that way, and I think they're trying to find a more innovative way to do that. But yes, I guess struggling and they're praying for a miracle on somebody on the team figure out a new way to do this because we won't be able to survive this in the run that we're going.
Okay. So, what I want to question is your Wheel of Fortune. What position is that in?
Two,
No, so it's crossing.
yes,
What's the first position?
eight swords.
Ah, think of what the Eight of Swords means, though, right? What does the Eight of Swords mean?
Entrapment,
Look at me.
having
It's the gauntlet or it's scissors, right? Scissors. It's scissors. Out of all the aces, the sword is the least favorable one. That is the only one upright that has a good and bad side simultaneously. Right? Can you see it?
yes. So that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They're having money issues.
Yes. Now I agree with you. So the Ace of Swords crossing the Wheel of Fortune, right? They've made how many signs have you seen? You don't see them anymore though, right? Since that movie, right? How many signs? 99 billion served. 39 billion served. Ever since that movie came out, didn't that take a dive? You don't see that sign anywhere anymore, right?
Correct.
So the Wheel of Fortune, the reason why I'm trying to get there with you is because of the Wheel of Fortune, right? So it's ironic that you got the Ace of Swords, which has a simultaneous, remember we were talking earlier, like, upside down, right side up. This has a simultaneous meaning, the Ace of Swords. So just let me get there for a second. And I'll tell you why I'm being stuck there. The reading was good, but I just want to show you that something good emerging from evil circumstances. But we got it, the evil's in the house. It's there. You see what I mean? And then it's the Wheel of Fortune. But the way you saw it is the way I like it. Because the Wheel of Fortune means, with the Ace of Swords, something evil has entered, something has affected their money.
Yes.
Okay? Now, what's underneath the Wheel of Fortune?
Strength card.
Okay, so they're going to try and carry this out. What's the number 4 position?
Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands.
Knight of Wands. That's trying to come up with new ideas. What's above it?
High Priestess.
Ah, I was looking for something that affected the Wheel of Fortune because the Wheel of Fortune has a simultaneous meaning. It means the wheel turns up, but if there are some wicked or unscrupulous cards, the wheel can turn upside down, which is how you got the money could be affected.
Yes.
So the Wheel of Fortune is not a good thing this time. It probably means But listen, I'm a little different than everyone because I know this is about Uranus and Taurus, right? This is about a whole conglomerate that is taking advantage of the people, mostly poor people, that is not feeding us hamburgers. And they've been getting away with it. And now you have to be like, excuse you, COVID is here, and COVID says we have to cook at home. And when this is done, and we still don't know when it's going to be done. It's going to be done May 15th. It's going to be done in June. It's going to be done in August. No one knows. But when it is done, what is going to happen? Am I really going to go out and buy McDonald's now? Knowing I can make a killer steak if I wanted to? And I'm not promoting meat. I'm saying we're now getting used to not fast food eating. This ain't about McDonald's, it's about Taco Bell, it's about Del Taco. This is about Subways. I can't eat Subways. If I eat Subways, I'm at the hospital somewhere. You ever go to a catering and have those nice little rolls, the package, you know, that's the catering when your job caters something, and they got those little rolls and cut them up and all that meat, and it looks so scrumptious. I eat that, I die. You understand?
And so funny when you say that because my sixth position is the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh my goodness, what if McDonald's decides the new way is going vegan or green or raw, like incorporating, you know.
Man, you hit that.
There.
Oh my God, you hit that. You hit that. That was perfect connection. Because Queen of Pentacles, which I didn't understand Melissa's card, but she had a lot of women too, you know? But the Queen of Pentacles, that's a good hit. That's Mother Earth. You're absolutely right. So explain what you thought the Queen of Pentacles was, because I was going crazy. I was like, oh my God, that is that.
With the life seers, the Queen of Pentacles, she has a lot of earth in her, as you say, a lot of green, a lot of trees, a lot of
yes.
And you said like the Pentacle, she's holding it with her eyes closed. So I think they're gonna go in with this new innovative way, and I think they're not so sure, but they're going to give it a go because, as you said, what we're doing now is home.
They have no choice. They have no choice but to do better.
And that makes sense because I have an Empress card in the crowning position. Is that the fifth position, right? So yes. Which would be kind of, you know, Mother Earth type energy. So that sounds.
And with the Empress, it's very protective energy. So McDonald's wants to, one, protect their empire, but two, they're going to have a consideration of protecting the people. In the life spheres, is it the Empress? Callie, are you there? Oh, no, Callie left. Erica or Demetria, are you guys there? The Empress, if I'm not mistaken, in the life spheres, has the world in her belly. And on her shoulder, she has fish. And fish means reaching out, right? Anybody else? Go for it, guys. Don't be afraid. What's the Two of Cups, guys? You know, I got the Two of Cups. You guys got the Two of Cups. What do you guys see the Two of Cups as?
Partnership.
Thank you.
Working together.
Thank you. Working in partnership with, I don't know who, but somebody's going to come through. I'm wondering.
And you said with the life seers, the Two of Cups, notice that there's two like different color people.
Yes.
Like they may be reaching out to someone foreign or different from what we expect from
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
remember, what they call to the past position, which means whatever partnership they had before is in the past. So it's not working for them anymore.
Well, that could be that, or it could be already coming in. Remember, we're asking a question in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So there might have been, in your case, there might have been a relationship that somebody was like, hey, we should do this. And they were like, funny. No. So it might mean they might have to go back and get that relationship. So anybody else? Don't be afraid, guys. Just because you're on TV, don't be afraid.
Oh no, you say that.
I know, I ruined it. It's because you're on TV.
I don't really remember all the positions. I don't really have the definitions written all down for 3 and 4, but so remember 1, I have the King of Wands,
Okay.
which I kind of feel like this is like a CEO or somebody.
Okay.
McDonald's at this point.
Well, let's look at it another way. It could be a CEO, but what if you look at it as how do you see most King of Wands? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Describe that for me instead.
Creative, passionate person.
Yes.
Am I supposed to as a person?
Well, you could see it, yeah, when you see it both ways. So we know it's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries could be a CEO. But what if it's a description of the company? What if it's a description of the company over all the fast food? Who invented fast food first?
The leader of fast food.
Yeah. They're the powerhouses. You ever walk in front of a Sagittarius Leo man, you are intimidated. You see what I mean? So go ahead, continue on.
So, and that's covered by the 9 of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Don't worry, be patient.
so 9 of Pentacles. Relying on oneself, being self-sufficient.
Okay. So again, we're talking about McDonald's, right? Have they ever needed anybody? When some of us got the 2 of Cups, which means they might be needing somebody, and they've always been self-sufficient. So go ahead.
So, being self-sufficient, so mastery, attainment, gain, desire for financial security, money success. So I can see what you mean on that one.
And what do I mean? Like that's crossing what? The King of Wands.
So covering McDonald's as a franchise.
Yes. And what does that mean as a franchise? Like how have they always viewed themselves?
As a successful, self-sufficient, operating business.
That's right. Powerful.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3 is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Tangible progress. An important event related to material concerns, new people experiences, new experiences, common sense, improved finances. So that just kind of coupled with the other information about how he might be reaching, or the business might be reaching out to a partner of some sort.
That's right.
And that card might be representing a meeting that's gonna happen or something.
Okay, I'll take it. Go for it.
But this is the card the next card, I got the 8 of Cups, which we were just talking about earlier.
What position is it in? Number 4?
Number 4, yes.
Okay, and Eight of Cups means what? Remember, it's in a past position, though.
Okay, that was my question. Okay. So, it represents walking away from something, like being completely done with it, like cutting it off, like I'm finished. So I guess that was the business plan or the partnership before, or maybe the old McDonald's way of life and getting everything supersized and busy.
All of it. It means all of it.
That whole ideology of feeling like that.
But it also could mean, you said the Ace of Cups, right?
Oh, that's under it. Thank you. That is the eight of cups.
Oh, the Eight of Cups is walking. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Walking away from a form of business partnership, the Nine of Pentacles, that had they thought about it, they would probably survive the COVID if they would have had more. But no, no. According to your cause, they were big boy, you know. They didn't have no worries. See?
They just dismissed this was in the past already, and they just looked past it, and now they're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for number five, what project done? I got the Queen of Cups. Is deep feeling, nurturing. That's the Mother Earth energy you were speaking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. But you got it as the Queen of Cups. So don't listen to anybody else's reading. Your Queen of Cups is about what?
It's the Queen of emotions, sensitivity, otherworldliness, intuition, perception, a choice based on sincere and
So now we see some change happening, right? The Queen of Cups showed up. So what does it look? So remember, we started out with the King of Wands, right? Now we're turning into the Queen of Cups. Why? What's happening?
well, number six.
No. Let's stay with the Queen of Cups first. It's obvious. We started out with the King of Wands, but now we've morphed into the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups represents what?
Sensitivity.
Yes.
Queen of emotions.
Yes. Stay there. Stop there. We started out with the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, all powerful, conglomerate, right? And now we're becoming the Queen of Cups. So what does that say in a COVID environment?
When people are dying, so they probably feel some sort of, I don't know if compassion towards that, but people that they serve, maybe, they want to do better by them.
Yes, it has nothing to do with people dying, though. It has everything to do with needing the people back. So now they have to display what as the Queen of Cups?
Oh, sensitivity, like just care, compassion.
Yes, yes. Have you all seen the commercials that are being displayed by companies? Allstate, we care. We're going to stop insurance between, A and B. Have you all seen those commercials?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the companies that are changing, and they put money right into commercials. Let me tell you how long it takes to make a commercial and put it out there. It takes months. These people spent money overnight to get these commercials, to get people to understand, listen, me, Allstate, the good neighbor, we're the good neighbor. So we've decided not to charge your premiums, reduce your premiums. What's T-Mobile and Sprint saying? Verizon has already said, listen, call us. We've got new plans. We're not playing with this COVID. We understand. You see what all the companies, look at Spectrum. Spectrum's like, listen, while this COVID is happening, we're going to give you Quibi, we're going to give you free HBO, blah, blah. You see what I mean? The fast food restaurants, I think there's only one that says, we'll deliver and there won't be a charge to you. McDonald's isn't saying anything just yet. They're not getting on board with compassion, but your card tells me that the Queen of Cups something is going to shift because it has to, right?
Right. Maybe like we're gonna like when we didn't do free delivery, but we're gonna change our whole menu to something vegan based.
Thank
The
you.
first to do that.
Thank you. Okay, what's the number 6 card?
Queen of Wands.
Wow.
The Queen of Wands represents balance, family, and career interests.
And what does that tell you? Put it in your own words.
That their next move or is going to be something to benefit McDonald's more than
No, not at all. Listen, you got the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is emotion, caring. And you're absolutely right. It does look to me as well as that they got to revamp this whole menu. But then she turns into the Queen of Wands. Remember, which is right next to the King of Wands.
Yes.
But the Queen of Wands is about family, balance. Listen to the words that were coming out of your mouth. So, balance and family. So what do you think McDonald's, along with the Queen of Cups emotion, is going to probably do?
More, relate more to the families or reach out to the families or do something for the families or their customers.
Yes. But listen, the word is family, and the other word is balance. Balance. All right? They need to take the COVID dollars that are gone and raise it up, but they can only do it because everyone, if you look at the cards and think about COVID and think about what's going on around you, today we're all about family, right? Today. So who's going to get on that bandwagon of family? Oh, somebody better get on that bandwagon because nothing else is going to work right now. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say, honey?
Yes.
But I love that your cards keep morphing into these different power positions, but every power position is showing a better sense of McDonald's. So instead of being the King of Wands, she now becomes the Queen of Wands. You ever mess with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and what they need to do with family and how to pull this together? Winning. Whereas the King of Wands is a power position, and he might only care about money. And he did, because you had the Wheel of Fortune. Now, it's still about money because it's crossing and it's touching the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, right? But wait, your number 6 is Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles?
It was the Queen of Wands, but the number 2 card is your 9 of Pentacles.
No. Try to stay focused. I'm only talking about your first card was the King of Wands?
Yeah, I just don't have Wheel of Fortune.
Oh. What was your second card? I'm sorry?
9 of Pentacles.
9 of Pentacles. It's still a big money card. I apologize. The Queen of Wands is now a combination of the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. She's going to come up with the perfect balance. Does that make sense? Okay. And what's your number 7?
The Knight of Swords.
Which means, in short words, which means what?
Sudden changes, an unexpected situation. An important event related to a matter of intellectual content. New people, new experiences. So maybe they might going at this new idea fast. Partnership fast.
What's number? I'm sorry, what's the last one? Last thing you said?
I said they might just take it head on and try to, just try to get on it quick before anybody else gets the idea.
That's right.
Does the Burger King already have that nasty, that burger, that Wonder Burger?
No, if McDonald's does this, McDonald's is gonna revamp. It's not gonna be just items on the menu. They're gonna rethink this whole motherfucking thing. Like really rethink it. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't know who had the Wheel of Fortune, but the Wheel of Fortune is on huge scale. So I'm kind of like combining everybody's cards. What's the number 8?
The number 8 is the Ace of Cups.
8, ACE of Cups. Yeah. On your deck, the Ace of Cups parallels with what?
It is the Knight of Pentacles.
No. When you think of the Ace of Cups, right? Which is what?
New love, emotional renewal.
Okay. What other card on your deck represents the same thing?
Oh, the Queen of Cups.
There you go. So now we've got 2 decks that is like they're gonna start thinking emotionally, not financially, emotionally. What's the number 9 card?
The number 9 is 9 of Swords.
Which means?
The 9 of Swords, which is in my hopes and fears, and it is despair. This night was extreme stress, equity, emotions.
Right.
But
Right. And it falls in your hopes and fears. So their worry is?
that they'll lose the franchise, or the franchise will first.
Absolutely. What's the final outcome? But remember, it's in my hopes and fears. So it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that is something that they're worried about, right?
I got the same thing in my 9th position, the 9 of Swords.
Because they're worried. This is a big deal. They should be worried. What's the 10th card?
The 10th card is the Hangman. It's
Yes.
perspective. And it's funny because my Hangman has on a shirt and it has red pants on, like down in McDonald's, and he's hanging from a tree like this. I don't know, it's funny. He's hanging from a pineapple tree. So I was thinking, maybe this is a new mascot or something.
Okay, it could be the new mascot, but really look at the card, though.
Yeah.
What is happening in the Hangman?
He's thinking very hard about something, contemplating.
But the Hangman there's always a real description about the Hangman. Look at it again. In every Hangman, there should be one thing that stands out by looking at it.
His leg is crossed.
Where's his head? He's upside down. Hold on. He's upside down. So what do you think McDonald's is going to do?
Change their perspective with it.
Thank you. Flip it. Thank you. Use words that the client can understand. And what does flip it mean to you? Push. Tell me.
It means reversal, a flipping perspective, flipping how you were gonna do things before, how you were gonna do things now.
So what's the example? Like the way it's done right now is right away, fast food, not good meat, right? That's the way it is right now. So everyone envisions, because all 3 of you said the same thing differently, but it was the same thing. everyone think outside the box. What can you envision that could actually happen to McDonald's in the long haul? Say that again. Say that again. Call out your names. I can't hear you. Well, now you're on. So tell me, Jaquita. Yes. Or how we've been forced to eat, right? All of a sudden, we've been forced to eat healthy. Somebody else give me something else. Thank you, Jaquita. Hi, Alicia.
The same thing, because the cards that I've gotten were saying that it's an ending. They're gonna
Bingo.
contemplation about trying to figure things out.
Bingo.
And the ending is that they're going to basically revamp everything.
Thank you.
They're gonna do something more healthier to entice people to come in and eat.
That's right.
They can be healthier at home.
Yeah.
They're going to do something also to bring it back to family and not just cater to kids or teenagers without trying to do something quick to eat. So I think it's going to be more change as far as them wanting people to come in and it's more family oriented instead of just kind of catering to kids.
Yes.
So the parents will want to come and they'll definitely bring the kids. So I think it's going to be about healthy eating. They're going to revamp maybe their stores, not to be so gimmicky.
Yep.
And kid oriented. So I just think that, they're going to take some time, take this time to figure it out. They're going to change things around.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to revamp their stores to be more family oriented and be healthier and to be more of an inviting environment.
Yes. Now, I don't know if y'all have a McDonald's, but my McDonald's, they stopped before the COVID. They stopped, but they used to cater to the table. So if you said you were staying, they would bring the food to you. But they're going to go back to that. Say it. Who's talking? Say it. Spit it out.
No, I was gonna say let's the whole idea of fast food and go back to family oriented eating, sitting down and wanting a decent meal with your family instead of getting in teams and just getting in and out of the food, that type of idea.
Yes. Yes. I see the potential. Go ahead, talk. Who's talking?
This is Jackie. I'm also thinking possibly even going to festivals like food truck, really kind of
Wow.
doing, festivals and food trucks and bringing McDonald's to you.
Wow. I could see that because again, we're talking about what? Flipping it. I could see that. And I could see food trucks maybe to introduce a new menu, right?
Yeah. The 7 o'clock in my number 7 position, which I always think is a lot of options, a lot of different options and a lot of different ideas.
Well, I think. Go ahead.
I was thinking either they're going to be tossing around a lot of options, or maybe they'll be coming up with a lot more options for us to choose from, for the consumer.
Or the marketing people are going to have to figure out different options until they get to the one that actually works. So one restaurant might do this, and another restaurant might do that, and then they're going to look at the dynamics of which restaurants are making it, and then focus. This is the way I see it. I definitely get the 2 of Cups like the rest of you guys, right? Hold on a second. Or should I just keep it here? I'll just keep it here, whatever. Okay, so I definitely see the 2 of Cups like the rest of you guys. I definitely see the 2 of Cups is a partnership. Now, who they're partnering up with, I'm waiting to see this because it has to be a major, major partnership. It has to be major. So I can't figure out who could McDonald's partner up with. Definitely somebody healthy. Who said that? Definitely. But definitely a partnership, right? And in the light stairs, like there are bowls, right? So they're gonna be cooking up some like they're gonna be cooking up some stuff. Like they're gonna wind up having chefs, right? The Six of Swords is, well, guess what? We had a good run for 50 years. McDonald's was out when I was a kid. We had a good run, but this run is over. Done. That's the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune crossing, right? I do get a King of Cups, which is very similar to the Queen of Cups, right? Thinking more emotional. I get the Star card. Ironically, McDonald's is going to be praying like the rest of us. Some of us are praying to live through COVID, and McDonald's is going to be praying to live financially. You see here how there's no difference between an old person in a nursing home and a big conglomerate? Neither wants to die. All right? The High Priestess is a card of secrecy, actually, but it will get revealed. In another deck, it is blue, that's her emotions, but underneath it's spirit, right? The white represents spirit. In this deck, her eyes are closed, but the moon is on top of her head. So she's really thinking more esocentric, more spiritual, more healthy. All right? Temperance is it's going to take time, McDonald's. Y'all can't pull this out of the hat next year. So money is going to go by the wayside until you guys come up and figure out a format that's going to work. The Ten of Cups is family. Somebody comes up with a bright idea about family, right? The Page of Swords is, okay, we need to do it. We don't know if it's going to work. We got to include the children somehow. How do we make it fun again? The Knight of Wands tells me it has to be festive, which, who brought up the food truck? That makes so much sense. Go to festivities. Give out the food. Make it free, right? And make people pay. The Seven of Wands is going to be pretty much nirvana. It's getting it. And getting a combination of everything. I think McDonald's is going to turn into the next Olive Garden. I think it's going to be a full-fledged restaurant. Yes.
I keep hearing in my mind that it's gonna be like maybe they're gonna do more like fresh food, maybe like something maybe organic, like a Whole Foods like for everybody in.
Yes.
Not Whole Foods too much. I was thinking of Whole Foods partnership like a Whole Foods.
Partner up with Whole Foods. Oh wow. Wow, Melissa. What if yes, yes. I'm yes, yes. That would be a nice partnership. It's almost like when Toys R Us went down, right? And everybody was like, oh my God, Toys R Us went down. But well, except I don't know what Toys R Us is going to do now, but they were supposed to come back and go into the bullseye.
Is that a West Coast bullseye?
Well, what do you call the store that's the bullseye?
Oh, is that Target? Target.
Right. So let's call it the bullseye. Do you hear me? Let's call it the bullseye. So Toys R Us is going in the bullseye. Well, they were. I don't know how that's going to look, with the COVID, but you can rest assured the bullseye is not going down. It's an essential place, so that's not going to go down. So you're right, Melissa. What if it is to be a combination of Whole Foods and McDonald's? Everything you need is right there. What if we get literally fresh hamburgers?
And you know, organic's a big thing in home food.
That is a brilliant, brilliant thing that you just said. That's brilliant. I would love to see something like that happen. But could they be a little stubborn about it before they get the big picture? Absolutely. Or maybe who's the two of you said there was a relationship or like a partnership and they were like, we don't need you.
That's part two.
Hello? Could we re-talk this? We're going broke. You know?
Oh, Trace, you know, I think the other issue probably with the struggle is I think it was pricing. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're trying to go organic and healthy, it's a little bit up there, and then they know that, you know, the people that they see, you have a whole dollar in it. How do you do that? I think that's what probably the struggle is also.
Well, you know what? COVID is saying your food ain't good. Your COVID is saying your food is not good anyway. That's what COVID is saying. Do you know what I mean? So COVID doesn't care. COVID's like, well, listen, dollar menu, $5. Your hamburger sucks.
So unless you think healthy food for cheaper price,
No, don't think so hard about the end result. Just know that there's going to be a massive change. Don't try to be marketing for McDonald's. Just know that McDonald's cannot stay the same. Does that make sense?
absolutely. And especially Melissa, now that for our home eating healthy, we're gonna rethink about going to McDonald's.
Yes.
So they have no choice. They might need whole food stuff to make everything for their health.
Yes. Definitely a partnership, and I think Whole Foods would be an amazing partnership. Absolutely amazing partnership. But we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. I was just telling Melissa, like, whoa, that when somebody comes up with something and you feel it, it's like, whoa, what? That works. That's when you can go further into it. You know? Imagine getting a McDonald's burger made the way it is, but with fresh organic hamburger. I'd buy it. Me, hello, McDonald's. Hey, give me my check. I just gave you the greatest idea. Not me, my class did. Melissa did specifically.
Oh yeah, and you know what, Tracy? Fresh tastes better.
Yep.
Organic one.
Yep.
I'll spend the money for it.
Exactly.
I don't even think they have a vegan option right now, McDonald's.
No, Burger King does. And by the way, I was overseas, and the McDonald's meat is real. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's real. It's so real, I didn't want to eat it. I was like, I'm not trusting that meat, because it was real. I wasn't used to it. Everyone else, because I have allergies, so I was afraid to eat it. It turns out kiwi is what took me down. Everyone else was like, oh my God, Tracy. McDonald's, Burger King. They had the Burger King vegan burger, and McDonald's, they were like, it's amazing. So overseas, they have a format for it. They can do it. They know how to do this. All right, guys. Are we good?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that was good.
That was good, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for putting in the effort. Thank you for struggling to get there. Thank you for letting me pound you. When I'm done with you, y'all gonna be good. It's not, this class is not meant to be pretty. I didn't tell you all that. But y'all gonna be good. All right.
Guys, you finished the taping, right?
No, I'm still taping. Oh, get out. Thank you,
I
guys.
wanted to ask a question because just based on everything you guys said, my final outcome was the Seven of Swords, which is kind of nothing like what you guys were saying.
Well, the Seven of Swords, read it, though.
So it's like, isn't that like trickery and deception and
Sure,
right?
sure.
But it's coming in and
Uh-huh. It could be all of that. It could be all of that. It could be, what do we have to do to get them in here? We'll lie to them.
yeah, and a new direction doesn't mean like we were coming up with all of these, organic and vegan options, but truthfully, if it still stays fast food, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be the healthiest option, even if it is
Sure,
natural,
sure.
if it is organic.
Absolutely.
Still beat the Seven of Swords.
Absolutely.
Everybody will flock when they say it's organic or natural, but it doesn't mean that it'll be good for you.
Have you ever dated somebody new and they ask you questions like, what happened in your past? Like, and you lie. You're like, nothing. We're the best of friends, even though you have a restraining order on him. Nothing. I was just looking for more, and just, it just didn't end the way I had hoped. And meanwhile, you're checking your phone constantly because you know he's gonna call in 10 minutes. McDonald's. Of course, there's gonna be some trickery in that, and maybe part of the trickery is because I'm going off of everyone's reading. That's just the difference. Maybe the trickery is, let's try this style restaurant over in this community. And let's try this style restaurant over in this community and see what works. If trickery works, they'll use it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will be a new partnership, so it could be easier for them to have these different restaurants in different areas to kind of see what the market does.
Yeah.
Or they make a decision on one.
Yeah.
Or if they make a decision on one, like their new agreement could be they have they just diversify and have multiple
Listen, the basic issue that's going to happen, because with the Wheel of Fortune turns up or the Wheel of Fortune turns upside down. Coupled with the Eight of Swords, which also has a double meaning, something good emerging from bad circumstances, but the Wheel of Fortune might be turned upside down. If no one has ever started over, it takes years to recover. Years. You forget how much time because you're just in the momentum of just rebuilding, but it takes years to recover. So the Wheel of Fortune is upside down right now, but it could turn right side up. But in order for it to turn right side up, like when we make mistakes, don't we have to do the right things? We can't have old behaviors in a new circumstances if we want to survive. McDonald's.
Talk about maybe like family style. So based on how they will like come to the table, but I definitely say that if they do that, I would definitely like to take that one of the food to me and it's fresh organic. I'll spend a little more. If it means that I want to live longer, if it means that I'm gonna stomach it, I'm ready to do it.
Yes.
And that means once it's a little bit more income, what it will encourage them to, try something more.
Yes. Yes. All right. I think everyone was right. And I think everyone was right in their own perspective cause that was shown to them. And we all got there. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what this class is about, getting there, letting spirit guide you, getting over your fear, which is why I taped it. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good evening. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Love you all.